This is Hayes Q Jones, your DVD and Blu-ray baller on a budget, and this is HQ Videos for you. If you're new to the channel, welcome. If you're a current subscriber, how you doing? We really appreciate it. Come on in, make yourself at home. This week takes you back to actually two Big Lots. Because my collection, I'm having a hard time finding new pickups here, but I actually did find a pickup at Big Lots. Have a bunch of bangers here. Have another best of 3D Blu-ray. Have a Disney out-of-print movie classic. Just a whole cornucopia of goodness, so stick around to the end. And I don't know if you can notice my voice has been a little sick, trying to overcome a sickness here. So just kind of bear with me. But before I get into what I picked up at Big Lots, not only do I collect movies, yes, I'm one of these weird, wild individuals. I actually watch them. And on a weekly basis, I like to share some of the things I've watched, either streaming on the Fire Stick, live in the theater with my family, or actual physical media. And I'm going to start out with something I watched streaming. This is the new Netflix Jamie Foxx stand-up special. And stand-up special is a nebulous word. Jamie Foxx, What Had Happened. This was directed by Hamish Hamilton, distributed by Netflix. It's debuted December 10th, 2024, written by Jamie Foxx. And this stand-up, Jamie Foxx returned to the stage to set the record straight, and a comedy event that celebrates resilience, humor, and the power of community. And to call the stand-up is kind of selling it short. It's more of a one-man show. It's a monologue of what happened. It's a series of jokes, some serious, somewhat religious overtones, and his artistic nature. He's singing. He actually has a little duet with one of his daughters. She's playing the guitar. And I've said this before, I think Jamie Foxx is probably one of the most talented people in Hollywood. He can act, he can sing, he can play the piano, he can do stand-up, he does it all. And he demonstrates all of his talents in this stand-up. So to call it stand-up is more of a variety show, kind of a throwback to what they had in the 70s and 80s. So it's a great show. It's very touching in parts. So if you like Jamie Foxx, you like his talent, definitely check this out. My next pick is a 2005 thriller, Red Eye. This was directed by Wes Craven, produced by Chris Bender, written by Carl Ellsworth. This stars Richard McAdams, Cillian Murphy, Brian Cox, Laura Johnson, and Max Cash. And a woman, and I don't want to give too much away, a woman meets a stranger on a routine flight, and after the flight actually gets in the air, that's when the story begins. Again, I don't want to give too much away. I hate spoilers. And I didn't realize this was actually a Wes Craven movie. So it's not horror, it's thriller. It has its high points though, but it's a little lackluster as far as thrillers go. I think there could have been a little bit more intensity in there though, but it is entertaining. It is Wes Craven. So, and plus it does have Cillian Murphy. I didn't realize that he played Oppenheimer on there. So he does a great job at his part. So if you like Wes Craven, if you like those thriller plane movies, and I believe this was the time when I think several plane movies came out. I think Jodie Foster had one, I think Untraceable was one. So it's along that type of airplane thriller. So if you like that, definitely check out 2005's Red Eye. My next film is something I watched on the Fire Stick. This is the 2024 American post-apocalyptic action thriller, Elevation. This was directed by George Nolfi, written by John Glenn, Kenny Ryan, Jacob Roman, produced by Brandon Fuller, Anthony Mackie, John Glenn, Alex Black. This stars Anthony Mackie, Morena Baccarin, and Maddie Hassan. The plot behind this: 3 years prior to the event of the film, mysterious apex predators called Reapers emerged from sinkholes underground and exterminate most of humanity. Survivors live in pocket communities 8,000 feet or more above the sea level, elevations that the creatures do not venture into. And I love my sci-fi movies. I like Anthony Mackie. The sci-fi just kind of felt a little flat. It wasn't a lot of thrilling action moments. There were some that was cool though. It was entertaining, but they didn't go into why the creatures can't go above 8,000 as far as elevation goes. They didn't give a lot of whole details in it though, but it was entertaining. I do like Anthony Mackie, so if you like Anthony Mackie, you like science fiction, thriller type movies, definitely check out Elevation. My last pick, this is my Christmas pick, is a classic, even though you might not consider a Christmas movie, but it does take place around Christmas time. This is the 1987 action crime thriller Lethal Weapon. This is directed by Richard Donner, produced by Richard Donner, written by Shane Black, starring Mel Gibson, Danny Glover, Gary Busey, Mitchell Ryan, and Tom Atkins. And you have a veteran, button-down LAPD detective, Roger Murtaugh, is partnered with an unhinged cop, Martin Riggs, who is distraught after his wife's death. He has a death wish and takes unnecessary risks with criminals at every turn. And this actually came out in 1987, so I was much younger watching this, and watching it decades later, it hits a little differently. 50 back in the mid-80s was considered very old. I don't think 50s is considered that old because Danny Glover keeps reciting the line, "I'm too old for this, I'm too old for this." But watching it from 87 to watching it now being a husband, a father, and a son, it hits a little differently though. And it does have some dark moments, it has some comedic moments, but true to Richard Donner, plenty of action. With the Richard Donner film, you can almost guarantee every 20 or 30 minutes is going to be either a gunfight or some kind of explosion or a car action scene, something like that. So it stays true to Richard Donner and his action type of movie. So if you like Richard Donner, you like Mel Gibson, despite how you might feel about him personally, Danny Glover, this is a classic. This is the quintessential buddy cop movie. Now, without further ado, sit back, relax, have a drink of smoke, and I'll catch you on the other end of this video. Cave. Back at the Black Cave. We are back at the motherfucking Black Cave. Have my Big Lots pickup here. Have my classic pick. Have this amazing 3D pick. Kino Lorber. Have a DC original series from back in the day. Have my Disney pickup. Just a whole cornucopia of bangers. So let me get these scanned in and get you good people on your way. Hold on. Let me just gonna jump into what I picked up at Big Lots first. First, if you're familiar with the channel, you know I love my snacks here. My honey roasted cashews. Got the honey roasted. Then I have the buffalo ranch. But to the movies here, I actually, as you saw prior to this, went to 2 blockbusters. Not finding a whole lot lately, so I'm gonna stop by there probably this week, see if I can find anything else. But I've seen this before, didn't pick it up, didn't realize Zachary Levi, I believe is the guy who did Shazam, if I'm not correct. But let's open this up here. I have my Wesley Snipes, aka The Real Blade, my Billy Bob Thornton. And let me do this so I don't cut anything. I've done that before. Accidentally slice the slip cover. So I'll try to be a little careful here. And it's a lot here. I'm trying to figure out what all they have in here. Hold on, let me see if I can get this open. Hold on. Okay, I finally got it open. I never would have figured that out. It has like a little flap here, and you have to scoop it out here. And I was gonna keep this in the wrapper, but I thought this might be like a digibook or something. It's just like a blank diary with American Underdog on it. But it has, and who is this? Lionsgate. So I'm imagining the sound is probably pretty nice. Usually Lionsgate, yeah, they have the Dolby Audio. So we have the DVD and the Blu-ray. So it looks like a nice family film. And you have the digital code. And let me put this back. So blind buy, I don't know anything about this. I've never even heard of the movie though, but it looks interesting. I've seen it before, so let me go ahead and pick it up. American Underdog. And if you've seen this, please leave it in the comment. Let me know if it's worth watching right away, or I can put it aside for a minute. Next, we have the live version of a 60s, 70s cartoons, Josie and the Pussycats. Rachel Lee Cook, Tara Reid, and Rosario Dawson, the 20th anniversary edition. It's a Mill Creek. It was a fun watch. A little silly, makes fun of itself, a little tongue-in-cheek though, but still a fun family watch. Josie and the Pussycats. Next, I haven't seen this in a while. Phenomenon, and I'm not sure if this is going out of print or not. This is Touch Tone release. And what is this? Okay, I've forgotten the plot though, but this is what I can remember, somewhat of a kind of a fantasy sci-fi, a little bit. Don't remember it though, but looking forward to watching this again. Phenomenon with John Travolta. Next, we have George Segal, no relation to Steven Seagal. Candice Bergen and Charles S. Durning. Burt Reynolds and Stick. It's the Kino Lorber release. If you're not familiar with Burt Reynolds, he was kind of the go-to action lead character back in the 70s and a little bit of the 80s. In the 80s, and you have the new guards like Arnold Schwarzenegger, Sylvester Stallone, The Rock, Jason Statham, so on and so forth, Wesley Snipes. So haven't seen this in a minute though. I've been watching a lot of 80s movies lately though, 70s, 80s movies, so looking forward to reliving this again. Stick. Next, I don't recall watching this when this first came on. I don't know if I've forgotten it. It's such a long time. This is the original Flash for TV. And ironically, I believe in the remake, the WB version, the updated version of Flash, which I also have that on DVD, that complete series. So I believe this character, I don't know if it was the exact same character, they had him in the multiverse. So looking forward to watching this. I don't know if I can get my son to watch this. Might be a little bit too corny for him though, but again, love classic DC television, the Hulk, Wonder Woman, now the Flash. Next, Swiss Family Robinson. Again, I used to love growing up Sundays. If I remember correctly, it was Marlon Perkins, Wild Kingdom. Then I think it was Jacques Cousteau or vice versa. Then after vice versa, it was The Wonderful World of Disney. And you see stuff like the Swiss Family Robinson and just all these great movies also. And if you're not aware, the Disney Movie Club is now defunct. I believe Disney sold it off to Sony. So this right now is out of print. I don't know if someone's gonna come out with maybe a 4K of this or they're just gonna let it die. I have no idea, but I made sure to get all the ones that I wanted before they went under. I think I'm missing one main one, George of the Jungle, and that's still priced a little high. Disney's Swiss Family Robinson. My 3D pick for the week, and I believe this one completes the set. I believe I have volumes 1 through 15, unless there's some after 15, which it could be, I don't know. But again, for you 3D fans out there that love pop-outs, that love that great depth, whether it be animation, action, these are the best movies, the best of 3D. So you have a space one. They usually have, again, a live action one, animation one, and I have like little shorts. So I haven't seen this one, still in the wrapper. So looking forward to popping this in and checking it out. And who distributes these? Lighthouse. Best of 3D. And lastly, my classic pick, which is also Black Friday pick that I picked up. I believe it's off Pop Market on eBay. That completes the 5th season of the Wayans Brothers. I think I'm only missing the 2nd season, I believe. I haven't picked that up yet, though. Again, this was the Starship, and that's an appropriate term, the flagship show for the WB when they started their new network. I mentioned this before. Originally, Marlon and Sean, they wanted John Witherspoon. NBC didn't want John Witherspoon. They said if they didn't replace him, they wouldn't pick him up. So they kept him. WB picked him up, and the rest is history. So this is my holiday big lots pickup. Not a huge pickup, but it's not the quantity, it's the quality. So let me get these, separate some of the plastic from the artwork. Some of these might actually make the shelves. And again, get you good people on your way. Hold on. I have everything scanned into my CLZ Movies app. C is in Cherry 2000, L is in Lady Coco, Z is in Zardoz. Let's knock this out. I have everything laid out, ready to be put back in its proper place. As usual, I appreciate each and every one of you tuning in, leaving comments. If you've made it this far, smash a like. Give me the big thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed yet, go ahead and subscribe. Other than that, may the best of your past be the worst of your future. Everyone, please be safe. Deuces.